Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 58. Set to kick off.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recover it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that will be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First down, Huntley. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Hurt got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hurts. He hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Huntley. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
to throw on third down. Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Watkins, 29 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind. They haven't been proven that they can go down and score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in from Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
He's a bit short. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done. And the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. The toss off the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going for a right side here, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have moved down in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Eagles 21. Bills.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Huntley. It's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. This one complete to Scott Miller. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action. Huntley eluding the pressure right. This complete to Henry over the middle. And look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fighting through it. He's got space. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. A toss right to Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Haynes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, Huntley. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A first down carry for Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
48-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the play-action run, good for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints first time.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. This one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you get?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And they'll the option to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. On first down, Huntley. Over the middle, complete. It's Haynes. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First and
off the play fake. Huntley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Huntley. They set up the screen for Henry. 20! And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bills draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Josh Allen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today, try and get him over 100 yards.
Throw down that pass, knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And new now return. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They scored at a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looks running. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the option. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next the score, Bills 46. Eagles
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 25 yards there on the catch and run. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
intended for
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Being chased out left. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Eagles 49.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, Henry, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.